we're back with round 3, which I will update now. We have got someone is claiming that they haven't been on stream for 2 months, so I've got Jack playing Mono Lightning against Preston, who also wanted to be on the stream.
Yeah, I can't say I remember the last time Jack's been on stream.
Well, I mean, it depends on who you're playing against.
It does.
I pick interesting matches, or at least what I think is going to be interesting.
So Preston on his signature wind ice, and you might not be able to properly see it in the camera, but he's got a fancy shirt he's had printed to
show
match his
off your
deck.
jersey.
And Jack on the right playing Mono Lightning, which he's been getting to grips with over the last couple of weeks to a month, I think.
Yeah, exactly that. So while they're shuffling it up, let's check out the comments, what we got. So, obviously, BM when he has lethal on board. While you're referring to there, Jonathan, with BM.
Bad manners is like, do you need to play it or not?
It's just fun.
I think you always go the way that guarantees you the least amount of problems, because you don't know if your opponent suddenly has a very cheap thing they can play that buffs their whole board or something like that. You want to guarantee you've got the game.
Yeah, and look, we're all friends around here, so we always go with what's fun more than anything else, let's be honest.
Again, this is tournament practice, ready for the weekend, so if you can take a game the correct way to end it out, you're going to do that right now.
Yeah, exactly.
A solid 1 on the roll from Preston.
Oh, that means that the Preston with the finger there going first. So he is on his typical wind dice, bit of cat 10 thrown in there against Mono Lightning, sort of
cat 10. I think it's just mono, like the standard Mono Lightning, but with a little bit of fire in.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Jack runs the Earth Yestola. I know he's got the dual element Yestola in there.
I think he is, yeah. So yeah,
it's getting more and more fire cards putting into that Mono Lightning with Terra and Cloud and Yestola.
It's just to fill out
and Alphano.
Those are EXs, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the main thing, and just so that you can like S effect the Lightning Cloud is me.
The Yestola's there for S effect. The Cloud is a good card,
yeah.
And the Alphano is because it's Cat 14.
Well, we're kicking off with Chocobo Sam
grabbing Fat Chocobo, which searches and plays another Chocobo.
Yeah,
which is Chocolate in this deck. I think that's
probably
the only option, isn't it?
Yeah, because it can't fetch summons, right?
No, I don't think so. I think yeah. And I think there's no forwards in the deck. It's always that one of you search for it now, and then next turn you immediately draw the Chocolate. So you get
that feels a little unfortunate. Though.
Pitching them, yeah, Mog 11 for a Mog 11.
Yeah.
That's one less S effect you can do. But I suppose there is recursion in this deck for 2 costs.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do know, because this is a deck I think we've both played that Jack is playing, right? Based off of a list by Paul McAvoy. There's a lot of easy ways to get to 5 backups. So
everybody seems to make their own twists ever so slightly on the deck that Paul gives us.
Yeah.
I know mine had a couple of changes. I don't know about when you were running it.
Because you went with the 3 Shinryu, right?
No, I did cut it down back down to 2 eventually, but I had a couple of other minor changes I did. It's just like up or downing number of certain cards.
Well, I'm pretty sure Jack is playing this card for card as to what Paul's given him. So
fair enough.
2 Shinryu will be in there.
So President Shimmer straight into Reno. The choice that you always go with first, because Rude is a bit worse.
You don't say.
And I think all the backups in this deck are even costed, so you always want to hit 2 straight away.
Should absolutely play this second. I wouldn't get rid of the backups to do it, though.
Weaver for a mid. I would... You could have just played the Armorer for free.
Yeah. So I think what we could have actually done there is just played the Rude, play on curve next turn, then play the Armorer, and probably gone to 5 backups.
Yeah, yes. And then at least when you're at the 4 there, you can always Luso after that to get your 5th one.
Yeah, so this is that mid.
So tap 1 and break it any time to get a forward of cost 4 or less back from break zone.
Yeah.
And if it's Sidolphus, it just plays it to field.
And also playing, immediately ditching the Yestola is a bit brave, but obviously
it's ready for Alizé.
Yeah, and we're against wind, so there's not exactly much in the way of break zone interaction.
But a Mateus out for the I can't remember what the Moogle name is for the ice into wind one, but that one.
Class something.
Yes, it's class something Moogle. So Luso for the...
Picking, again, see, we could have been on 5 backups.
Yeah, with the 2 armorers. Not armorers, weavers.
Yeah.
But there is a Sidolphus in break zone now, so that mid can always search and free play.
I did always find this sort of Mono Lightning deck does get a little bit clunky at some time, especially around the mid game.
The mid game I found was rough if you ever double draw backups.
Yeah, which happened a lot, I found.
Yes. But your LB deck does kind of offset that, and your LB deck was designed that there was always almost something to play.
Yeah, that Gilgamesh, the newer one, really good card.
I'll just remove 2 anytime you need, yeah. I think the biggest problem that Mono Lightning's had at the moment is it just struggles into Mono Water, which is popular. So Sid Haze out, and then 1 dropping Asura to add back Moogle 11, and then we're going to S-Effect Moogle.
Sid Haze is one of those cards that has got way too much text on it.
So what do we get here? Because we still need a 3rd cast to trigger Sid Haze.
Oh, we got some Preston fans in the chat. Clearly, they didn't go to Specsavers.
I mean, some people like Preston, right?
Yeah, we all love Preston. Thank you, though, guys. That sounded worse than it should have.
It probably did, yeah. I didn't mean that.
But thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Preston putting on a show right now. That is a lovely tech card that he loves as well.
He got it signed as well, I believe, because he was doing Gunslinger against somebody, and it's a nice story he tells for it. Where he knew they had Ami, but they kept refusing to do it. He's like, right, fine, I'm going to get this far, stop. And they'll be like, oh, okay.
Enter.
Oh, Luso. Oh, whoops, I can't Ami it anymore.
Yeah, really well played at the time.
And it's a May trigger as well, so you can always hold it until the turn you want it.
Yeah, exactly. So we've broken the Sid Haze with the Cloud. We can now attack in with the Luso.
So what did the Sid Dullen free? It was just 2 backups.
Probably backups, I would have thought.
Yeah, missed that.
Again, showing though this Cloud. Oh, great hit. If I could see 3 Zidans go into that break zone, I would be so happy.
I suppose it doesn't have amazing stuff it can steal from Mono Lightning for the most part, because like if you steal the Cat 14 stuff, it doesn't do too much.
To be honest though, I mean, even if you steal,
it's more just it's not there in your opponent's deck anymore.
If you steal an Ishtola, if you steal, especially the Earth Ishtola, if you steal any sort of like Odin or something like that, is probably pretty good.
Yeah. I suppose the 5-cost Odin is the best one because you can immediately damage 5.
Irvin now, we're gonna tag it too.
Oh, it's not a full art Irvin, I'm hurt. It hurts.
Look, you're like the only person I know with full art Irvins, okay?
No, people keep asking for them.
No. They don't exist, only you took them all.
So, I don't know if getting rid of Sid Haze is the right choice here, because I don't believe there's recursion in the deck for it.
I would have absolutely chosen the Mog.
Yes.
As one of them, but...
Choc-a-Mog, grabbing the extra Moogle 11 and then S-Effecting.
Yeah, so now we target both of those. Get them
on the
gone.
swing, they need to be gone, yeah. What are you grabbing here, Rosa or Fina?
Ooh. So we're just going to cancel.
So they've not gone to combat yet, but
I think we did that on the stack of the first target, so...
Oh, okay.
So
it stops it getting haste.
It does,
yes,
but we can still put them to damage 3.
Yes, between the Luso and the Cloud.
But that was a Sophie, is it, I believe?
Sophie?
Nope.
Fina.
Fina, that's the one. I always get stuff confused.
And then it's the...
That chick.
No, that's... You've
it doesn't
grabbed
matter.
The Sophie that nobody's played.
Look, it doesn't matter, because now never punished.
Yex Bustu. What did you get off the Choc-a-Mog here? Because there's no Moogle 11s left. Because what options are there? Can it search summons?
I don't think it can.
Because I thought it searched for a Chocobo and Moogle, but it might say job, in which case the summons don't have a job.
Mog, this one. No, search
job, yeah. So you can't search the summons.
Yeah, exactly. So we've gone with a bit of ICP.
I think that was the only target left in the deck.
So swing in. Did we not attack with the Cloud?
I think the Cloud stayed up. Or did it come in that turn? No, it definitely didn't come in that turn. I suppose just keeping up blockers. I don't think there's any damage 3 triggers that...
The problem is you're playing Lightning, you don't care if you hit an EX burst.
No, that is true. Gets a summon back, grab back Asura, pay 1, grab back Luso.
No, we're going after the Mog.
Yeah, that Irvine needs to get rid of them.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably really well played by Preston to use the Fina there.
But what can you play here? Because you only got 2 CP up, or are you just keeping a Sid Haze ready for next turn?
Well, people are asking if that Moogle is a job Moogle.
I believe it is.
Class...
I think it's that one, yeah. Yeah, job Moogle.
It is indeed.
I don't think there's a Moogle that isn't job Moogle other than Good King Mog, because he's a primal.
Yeah. But there we go. So again, Preston, it seems like a really close game though. Both firing off pretty quickly, but
I'm curious what he's searching for here. Because my initial instinct is it's the Sid Hayes or Zidane.
Sid Hayes would probably make most sense.
But Zidane, it would only be your second cast. No, it would be your third cast. So you would have haste as well, but obviously...
Yeah, because you need to
get blocked.
You need to start doing something, because Preston is effectively playing empty-handed, so...
Rosa for next turn, something like that. You should...
He can't really take his foot off the gas, though, either, because if he slows down at all, Jack could overrun him.
Yeah, I wonder if Jack's got anything ready to go as well, with obviously 3 backups up. That could be...
It looks like Preston just not quite sure what he takes here. What we ultimately decided, though. What?
Belgramine, okay.
Interesting. We do know he uses this to great effect to bottom some decks, bottom some cards to the bottom.
I think combining this with the Citra as well, it can do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
A card that definitely went into a lot of mono index.
The problem is with this card, all I can think is that Gordon Ramsay, what are you? An idiot sandwich?
There's the big dome discs either side of her head.
Yeah.
It's for me. This is one of those cards of like I'm enjoying seeing that they're finally doing like the expanded cast on a bunch of games.
Oof. Well, there's one. We're going to Alexander.
So that is cast 2 for a summon.
Oh, we've got S effect on the cloud.
Oh, what a go! That's what the CP stayed up for. Deals point damage and takes the Belgramine out.
That is really well played by Jack there.
That LB cloud, the tap S is so good.
It just does come out of nowhere. Like.
Yeah. In fact, it deals point damage as well.
Yeah.
Like, so that is why he didn't attack with the cloud last turn.
Exactly. Now we know. So effectively 2 for 1. But we are going to get rid of the
Victoria into the Irvine.
Oh, we have made it to Lako Laboko.
So what is this?
And we're going with...
I can't remember how he actually works.
I'm trying to find it, but I don't actually know how to spell it.
L-E-H, I believe.
There it is, yeah. Lako Laboko. So at the end of your turns, if you cast 3 or 4 cards this turn, you may put it into the break zone. If you do, search one character 4 or less, play it onto the field. At the end of each of your turns, if you've cast 5 or more cards, you may put it into the break zone.
And then now we get the Citra trigger, yeah.
Search one character of 8 or less. But again, though, Jack doing okay. He needs that 5th backup just to...
Is the Citra not free casting something? Oh, it did. The Mateus? To freeze all the backups, yeah. So any present shimmers up.
That is unfortunate. Jack with only 2
I don't know
in
what
hand
he's
now,
drew. I think this might just potentially have to just be a pass turn from Jack.
Honestly, you could, as long as he hasn't drawn Shinryu, you could just do LB Gilgamesh here.
Yeah, remove the two Moogles.
Yeah, really slow down Preston in that sense.
You're just getting to that point now. If Preston's suddenly able to start casting a couple of summons a turn, you could be in real trouble.
Yeah, but at the same time, that 10k ice forward there, I can't.
She's 7k. She's 10k if your opponent has no cards in hand.
Oh right, okay. So at the moment, it's fine.
So Jack's got 5 CP to play with. What LB cards have we got? Cloud, obviously, we can't do.
No.
Gilgamesh is available. Lightning doesn't really do that much at the moment.
I mean, if we had backups open and there was a Shinryu there, well, we have just passed. I'm very surprised by that. We could have...
I mean, if we've got Shimryu here, you're just blocking to lose forwards.
Do we have another Cloud S effect?
Oh, please. Yeah. Oh, yes! Oh, what a go. What are you S effecting here, though? It should be the Citra, right?
That's fine. So take a point of damage. Is that the X-Burst?
Yeah, it is. It does it per character you've got or per wind character you've got. It's the other Chokamog.
Oh, there's the Sid Hayes. Now
Not killing the Luso with it, though?
No, I think we wanted to try and target the Cloud, but oh my god, another S effect from Jack there.
It's so good. I love seeing it.
He is now on top deck mode, though, and as we know, this
Yes.
deck can get a bit clunky if we start drawing backups.
And if you draw like Cymru here as well, it could be a bit rough.
But
Your backups will be open.
yeah, well, I don't know, will they? Because Sid Hayes is coming.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good point again. Sid Hayes, just such a good card.
Yep, exactly. Wall of text on it.
Which basically sums down to dull and freeze 2 things every turn.
Pretty much.
So tapping... I can't quite tell what Preston's got in hand other than the Sid Hayes.
No, not quite seen it myself there either.
So the Sid Hayes coming in, and this will obviously be cast 2. So you need 1 more for the trigger, and you've got a reduced cost of 2 for the next thing you play. I don't think we're going to get to a Luso turn this game.
No, I don't think his deck actually relies on Luso too heavily.
No, but we've not seen like Rosa or Atomos or Evra, anything like that. All that reactivation is something we've kind of missed. Reduced cost by 2. Is it Zidane?
No, it is Luso.
So
that's
Luso
cast
draw.
3. I don't think we're going to get much more out of it.
So what do you dull and freeze here?
I think we keep the backups down, to be honest.
Are we
Now,
not dull and freeze? I assume they've dull and froze something.
Now, if I'm Jack, knowing that I have Shinryu in deck, I'm definitely taking a block with Luso. Oh, that's painful.
Yeah,
though.
that would have been nice to hit.
That is painful, because that,
Yeah, 2 more backups shut down.
had we taken the block...
He needs to block with the Luso anyway to be allowed to play the Shinryu.
Exactly. But not only that, it would have obviously prevented the point of damage.
Yes, yeah.
And obviously...
Then you would have drew that Shinryu,
Yeah.
which would have only cost 2.
Yeah, and that's
You would have been able to ass effect though, you wouldn't have enough CP.
No. Okay, so we've got...
Astinian and 9 CP Odin.
Looks like it.
So you can either warp Astinian or you could cast 9 CP Odin. You can't do both. I think I'd warp the Astinian and just pass the turn.
Yeah. We've got to be very careful, though.
And you just leave the other 2 up as... Well, the Luso at least needs to be able to block. But you want to be careful it doesn't get doled down by the Sid Hayes.
We should definitely go in with the Cloud. Oh,
Another EX burst.
I'm not putting up a Never Punish.
Why not?
I refuse. Because it's Storm. Storm don't deserve it.
It's not really been storming off this game, to be fair to it.
No, Jack has been doing wonders with that S effect on the Cloud.
Yeah.
Also, guys, do let us know if you actually like the Never Punish pop-up or not, because I know it probably can be quite annoying. So let us know if you.
We'd have to do it for very key ones.
Yeah. Although knowing my luck, one time it's going to be a game of like 7 EXs.
Yeah.
Never Punish. Oh, and there's a Toto.
Rosa into Shantoto, which it does only cost 1. What are we getting back?
Now I think.
Citra?
Yeah, that makes sense. Now you've got to think that with Shinryu being gone,
playing the Citra is cast 3, and then you can immediately cast a summon on Citra as well as reactivate on the Rosa.
Yeah. Oh. Well, we said that we didn't think it had stormed off. It has now.
This is the storm turn.
Yeah.
This is very much the storm turn.
Problem is, though, is Jack absolutely is.
So it lets you search and play a summon of cost 3 or less for free.
Alexander potentially
Draws you 2.
Yeah.
Garchimacera, the signature card.
Yep. No.
Mateus to dull and draw a card.
Yeah, you gotta think. Now.
And then that's cast 4 as well, so 1 more, and your top deck revealing with Rosa pay 3. No, pay 1, draw 2.
Draw 2. Alexander.
And then flip.
So we are getting.
It is the Rosa trigger now, right?
No, I think we got 1 more.
No, because it was Rosa, Shantoto, Citra, Alexander. And then, I think so, yeah.
Is Rosa a Yume as well?
No, it's a must.
Yeah, so he must do it now. Here we go.
I guess I must have just miscounted.
And it's an Atomos. That's just mean.
It doesn't do anything.
No, but for next turn, if it happens to go there.
The fact that there was a board of like 3 forwards, and now there's a board of 8 forwards and a monster.
Yeah. Oh, well, we hit an Aranea on EX Burst.
Never punished.
Go on, I'll throw it up for that one, because I'm not biased or nothing.
It's got Earth attached to it.
And then we hit, is that an Odin? We're going to...
5-drop Odin.
I would, no, break the Rosa. You've got to break the Rosa.
It's the best opportunity to kill the Rosa here,
break
yeah.
the
But the Magna does have haste, which is probably part of the reason why.
Yeah. How many more are we going to take? Only 2 more points of damage.
Victoria and Magma. So
yeah,
5.
so I think we're good to break the Rosa there.
5 is also fine because it means you've got Odin online. But I think this is probably game.
Possibly. We hit another EX burst.
Kill the Luso or the Atomos. I'd kill the Atomos as a blocker. So Preston's on 5 and Jack's on 5. But Jack will have 4 attackers next turn.
But he's going to be surviving on 2 cards in hand and only 2...
Yeah, but Preston only has 3 blockers. If you can remove a blocker...
Well, we've got 2 attacks from...
That's what I mean. You've got Jack's got 4 attackers against 3 blockers. So if there's a single removal you have, you have this. And that's a 5-cost Odin in hand.
Which costs 2.
Yeah, you've
got this.
You've got this. No.
Wait, what are we doing?
I think he's going to combat. So it will do...
-2.
I think there's 2k for each win character you've got. Or was it each cat? Yeah.
Okay.
And he's not attacked, so it'll be a lot of damage. So that kills the Estinian.
That is unfortunate.
And I think that probably swings it straight back round for Preston's game.
Yeah. We are going to try, though. Oh, man.
Citra on the stack. And yeah, the Cloud's going to be only 6k now as well because of the 2k power reduction from Citra.
Yeah.
So you can't even swing in.
That is unfortunate. There's not really much I think Jack can do now.
It's been a very... Considering how much Preston was able to pop off those last 2 turns is definitely... He's kept that very far in.
Yeah, and Victoria will be 10k, so we can't exactly tackle
It'll be 7 still.
Oh, yeah, sorry, got 1 in hand.
But the Cloud, I think, is only 6k, so it can't swing in.
Yeah. I think damage done. We've got 8 minutes on the clock, so there's no chance of going to time. I think this is all she wrote.
Yes. Yeah, there's not enough. There's no EX burst that will really help here because, as it stands, there's 5 attackers into 2 blockers.
Yeah, I don't think there was any way Jack could have done anything different there.
He needed the Estinian to be able to swing. If the Estinian wasn't killed there, that was game for Jack.
I think the only way you do it is on the removal of the counter. Could you then cast the summon?
Yeah, but it wouldn't matter. It was still killing the Estinian.
Well, no, because it would have not entered play yet. That's what I'm saying. Could you do?
Oh, on the warp entry of...
So
but obviously Jack has no idea that Dan has that in hand.
No, true, but I mean...
and then...
You know that's your win condition.
Yeah, but...
So I think if you needed to protect it, you would sort of cast it anyway.
But Dan's just going to hold the Chocomog until the Estinian hits the field.
Yeah.
Because even if you kill 1 forward on the stack, there's still enough here, because it's 1k per... So even with 1 gone, that's still 9k.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So I think, though...
The Estinian's in that worrying spot of he's 8k until he is.
Yeah, exactly that.
Is the joys I have of Irvine. If it's like, he's big, except for all of the times that he's not big.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're just like, 7k kills it. And you're like, but he should be bigger than that.
Yeah, at least let me attack once, please. Yeah. It's funny, though, because...
I'm a grower. It happens when I attack.
I have absolutely, in order to get to damage 1 with my monks list, is take the first point of damage and then still kill it on 18k with a monk. Because I just do silly things.
just to prove a point. Yeah. Like how big it gets. I'm going to kill it anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you can pay 1 for Nyx. Does that hold out?
I don't think it does.
I would say yes if it wasn't for the fact that Preston has ice, which immediately means he has surges in his LB deck.
True. True. So I think what you got to do is if by some miracle you don't get dulled before the attack, you you take the first point of damage and pray to God it's in the X-Burst.
Yes. Don't know what Preston's drew here. 4 CP, 3 CP. Rosa.
It's a Rosa.
Tap 1 for an Evray. Untap. Tap, discard, surges. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's also cast 3, which untaps them all.
So, yeah, you dole down the next. Yeah.
And then reactivate with the Rosa, if I'm not mistaken. I am cast counting, right?
Yeah, that's
Rosa, Evray, surges.
Yeah, it's casting.
Yes.
But I don't think we care.
No, but if EX burst, add back a summon,
Doesn't
reduces
matter.
cost by 2, you can't afford it.
You can. You get Odin. Odin's reduced.
Terra doesn't say to
Yeah.
Terra says to a minimum
no.
1. I can't tell if they're frozen or they're just
No.
Jack just paused very
Yeah.
very carefully in place.
Yeah, guys, your screens are not broken.
Yeah, I
Stream is
can't
not frozen.
afford the there's nothing he can afford.
No, it's over.
Block or just take the damage. Go out on your own terms.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna.
Oh, the
attack.
party attack.
Boo, boo, Wendy, boo.
I suppose you had to. If only you had a way of giving Cloud first strike somehow out of nowhere.
Well,
It's a long, hard thought about what happens
what you're
here.
thinking about here, it's it literally don't matter. You either block. I mean, all that's happening is they're going to stop us doing an interview. That's all it is.
And then the Terra comes in for the last point damage.
Well, that was a good game.
Well, we've got to have Preston. We've got to show off his shirt.
You can do the interview.
No, it's your turn.
Well, guys, if we got time, we will be back.
Yeah,
with
it's
an
cutting it
interview.
a little bit close, so
Yeah.
we might not have time to.
So we will catch you all with round